Hey guys, welcome back to my first Let's Play for Blood Bowl in a long time. My life's going really good, got hired, feeling happy, so you know what, I'm back to doing some Let's Plays. I took some time off. You guys are still seeing Bioshock Infinite probably if you're in time with this, but that was finished actually a while ago. So everything's great. So we're going to start in a Blood Bowl. I've played Blood Bowl for you guys before, about a year ago, for the PC. Honestly, the graphics sucked because my computer didn't like it. So you know what? We're doing Xbox style, guys. We're going to do Xbox style. This first Xbox Blood Bowl game will probably be a little bit longer, this first Let's Play, because I'm going to create the team in front of you and we can talk about it. But we're going to get through it quickly. And then after that, I'll break them up in halves, I think, and they'll probably be about 20 minutes each half. So, okay, guys, just a side note, I've come back here to tell you guys the Let's Play went a little bit over, quite a bit over, actually. So this first Let's Play will be purely me creating the team and setting up for the first game. We'll start the next Let's Play at the first half of the next game. Future games will just start at the beginning of the game for the Let's Play and split it by halves, so you won't have this issue next time. Let's get the local game going. All right, so we're going to begin a campaign, guys. We're going to do a campaign. Hell yeah. And we're going to save it on the hard drive just in case. All right, so we're going to play in Blitz mode. There's a lot of extra bonuses, benefits, rules. So we're going to play in Blitz mode. We're not going to do real time because you know what? I hate real time games. It might actually be quicker for you guys if it's real time, but I'm going to play through a season or two before we do that so I can get used to playing this game. I played a lot of Blood Bowl in the past, but I haven't done it for real time and I haven't played it in a while, so we don't want to play with that. So we're going to play the Blackguard. That's going to be my team's name. The race is human. Got the logo. Oh, we need to set down the logo, guys, because I like this logo. In the PC game, I can control the coloring of my uniforms. I don't think I can do that in the Xbox, but honestly, I don't care. I'm pretty mellow about that. Team history, although human teams do not have individual strengths or outstanding abilities available to other races, they do not suffer from any outstanding weaknesses either. This really comes into play, and you guys will see why. This makes human teams extremely flexible, equally at home running the ball, passing it, or ignoring it and pounding the opposition into the turf instead. So let's begin this campaign. Once again, my team's name is the Blackguard. It's usually the team name I go for when I first start a game. All right, let's go down to begin that campaign. The way this works is there's a bunch of openings. All these are a bunch of different little competitions that you go through. For the campaign, you basically go through it all. We start at the first one here, the Clean Cup. The winner of a game is 30,000 gold. The runner-up's 15,000. The first place winner gets 10 prestige. The last place winner loses 5 prestige. So that'll all come into handy later. You guys will catch it, and we'll go over it slowly. You don't have to learn it all right now. So first, let's save where we're at. So you can see that I have not been here since 2007. What? Okay, I'm all confused now. So we're going to just start over. Let's overwrite that item. That was weird. I'm not even sure when that was supposed to be. So let's accept it and go. Come on. Are we going? I thought we were going. Okay. Somehow got messed up there on the thing, guys. But that's kind of how this rolls. Yes, I want to buy some players. So players are really simple. You start out with 1,000,000 gold. I know already what I'm going to buy, so we don't have to go through it. We're going to buy the Ogre first because it's a big player. Big players, you only get one per team, but they're usually way stronger, way better at different things. To the upper right, you will see the ST, which is strength, the AG is agility, the MA is movement allowance, and the AV is the armor value. The strength of 3 is average. 5 on an ogre is really good. Agility of 3 is average. 2 means the ogre is not very agile. Movement allowance of 5. The normal is 6. The average is 6 for a human. So it's slower than normal. Armor value of 9. The normal is 8 for a human. And basically on 2d6, you got to roll higher than that to hurt them when they fall over. So that's a good sign. 9's good. Some of the chaos stuff goes up to like 10 and 11. Now, below that, you'll see injuries and skills. This one, it says it's Bonehead. It means you roll a 1d6 at the beginning of each time you try to do something with it. If you roll a 1, you're not doing anything with it. Mighty Blow gives you +1 to damage, so it's a strength 5 +1, or sometimes it'll add to the critical hit. Thick Skull it does the same thing. It helps protect him, I believe. The thick skull I'll have to look back on. Throw teammate, he can pick up a halfling who has a ball or who doesn't have the ball and chuck him like a ball himself. So basically, you can pick up a guy who has a ball and throw him into the end zone. And then there's loner. That means he can't team up with other people. A lot of times, if your strength isn't high enough and you want to take an opponent down, you got to put multiple guys on them, and they add bonuses when they're all together. We'll learn this all through the game. So we'll get one of those. 2 blitzers. Blitzers are kind of the more aggressive badass. We're going to pick 2 of those. They're average on everything except movement. They're faster on movement, and they have the skill block, which adds to a block roll, which we'll get to as well. We always pick 1 thrower. I don't need more than 1 because I don't need more than 1 quarterback. They're basically the quarterback. So same as a normal human, 3 strength, 3 agility, move 6, armor value 8, but they have pass and sure hands. The pass gives them a bonus to throw the ball. Sure hands gives them a bonus to pick it up off the ground. Unlike American football, Blood Bowl is a lot more like rugby, a lot more European / world influence. So you guys will see as we play, basically it's a big rugby match with, spells and killing people. So that's pretty good. So catcher, it's weaker than a normal human, strength of 8, movement, or strength of 2, a movement of 8. So they're faster than the rest of the humans because they catch balls. Agility of 3, they're about as agile as a normal human, and armor value 7, so they get injured easier than a normal human. They can dodge and catch. The catch helps them catch. The dodge helps them dodge being tackled. I only ever pick 1 of those usually. To start with, you can buy more as you go, as you earn money. Linemen. Here's where I just buy a whole bunch of them. They're standard humans. They have no bonuses or penalties. Strength 3, agility 3, movement of 6, armor value of 8. We'll go over this in the game more. Don't worry about that. I usually buy a lot of these. These are basically the fillers. And as they earn experience, they can become better at different things. So this is going to leave me 140,000. Like American football, it's 11 people on the field. I honestly don't know if rugby's like that. I don't know how many you have to have for rugby. And so I have 13 in case I have a couple injuries during the game. So we're going to confirm this. Yes, I'll confirm that purchase. Pardon my coughing there. So now we're going to have to hire some staff. So there's the team roster. Let's look at the roster first. So looking at the roster, we have 1 lineman. If you notice, they have names, and then on the right is an image of them. So Carl the Handsome's a lineman, Frashus the Fool's a lineman, Vigo the Applauder's a lineman, Frashus the Boss Side. Wow, there's 2 Frashus. Isor the Tall, Franz the Sentimental. By the way, right below their name, you'll see where it says 0/6 SPP. Those are star player points. As you build them up, They get to pick up abilities, so that's an important number. Below that contract is 5 seasons, so 5 seasons of campaign, and then I'll have to re-sign them. Aging 100/100 means anytime you take an injury, you'll lose part of your aging, and naturally as the seasons go by, that number will go down, and it represents more and more their likelihood to retire. So the next one's Manfred the Applauder. He's a lineman. Admin the Punisher. He's a lineman. Geraint Rolf, a catcher. And if you look, he's got a bigger glove and a different set, not nearly as much armor on the right. Arnie Wilfred, the thrower, he's got a little bit more armor than the catcher and not a big glove because he's got to have that open hand to throw. Ryan Hamlin, blitzer, you notice he has spikes on everything. That's because he's one of the badasses. Then we got Senschal Fleisch, another blitzer. And then finally, Barg the Brainless. This is my ogre. This is my big guy. This is going to go and beat people up. So, we're going to hire some staff. Some staff here is pretty simple. You can buy people that can heal your injured. You can buy re-rolls for rolls on each half, or you can buy cheerleaders. The cheerleaders will basically help in kickoff sometimes because there's always a roll when you kick off, and it might give you a bonus so something good happens, or they might win and they'll get something good. Okay, so we always buy 1 apothecary, and this is just basically so I can keep my people alive. I then will go back. I will buy a reroll. That is also important, which this is why I didn't buy an extra person or 2 because I wanted these extra things. And then finally, we're going to buy 2 cheerleaders. That will add 2 to my dice roll and leave me 20,000. And finally, we're going to go down to fan factor. Fan factor is kind of like cheerleaders. Team's fan factor represents how popular a team is and how many supporters turn up to watch the match. It can have an important effect on the results during kickoff. The more fan factor you have, the better. So we'll just buy out the rest. Now we'll negotiate with our sponsor. What this is we pick a sponsor, we pick our goals, and if we get close to those goals and meet those goals, we get extra money at the end of the season. So we're just going to take McMurdy's. I predict a 70% win rate. Hopefully more, but 70% is good. If we get 70% win rate, we get 11,000 gold. At the bottom, you'll see the sponsor offers you an additional sum. Rankings. You know what? I think we will go with, this is how many number of tables, like first in throws, first in touchdowns. Honestly, we're not going to do that at all. We're going to go really basic this first time. Specific objective. We will, honestly, increase the team value to 1150. That means we built up our players. I like that. So if we get the 70% of victories and the team fan factor goes up, we get 16,000. Let's sign that contract. We're looking good. Let's first of all save. God, it has been a while because that 7/18 has got to be a year ago last July, not last July. So let's prepare for the match, guys. Hey guys, we had kind of a brief crash there. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing and I accidentally unplugged the video portion. So let's get back to preparing the match. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to pick the Brahma Blockers. They're an elf team. That means they're easier to break. They're quicker though. The dwarves are Bugman's Brewers. They grind. They're grindy grind, and I don't like dwarves for grindy grindness. So let's go for the elves so we can grind them. So let's challenge them. We're not going to do any petty cash inducements. 0. And let's look at training. Now training, we're going to select, we're going to make it strength. We're going to leave it cool and light so it's a low chance that I'll gain it, but it's a low chance I'll hurt myself. So let's start that training. 8% chance of gaining 1 point in strength duration of the match. Okay, so let's hit accept. Let's start the match. Inducements. Your player has 8% chance to gain 1 point of strength for this game. And their person has a 27% chance. Why is that? Did they buy a potion or something? So let's get going. Oh, look. It's little, like, thin arm guys. Oh, the elves will go down. The elves will go down. You're all going down, damn it. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to wrap it up. The Let's Play actually goes pretty long, so we'll keep this intro and setup as the first Let's Play. I'll see you for the first half next Let's Play. Take care. Yes, the only way he likes water is from the bathtub.